text my mum.
Mine's the same one. I've got the exact same phone. Tired, babe?
Exhausted.
Just go upstairs. Go to sleep. I'll
Yeah,
get
go
trouble.
to sleep. You sound really tired.
Hey boy, come on. Alfie's got bigger since you last saw him.
He was tiny last I saw him.
He's getting bigger. Getting bigger.
So as I says, I'll be at work tomorrow, but I'll be back at 10. I'm only awake for 3 to 10. So, yeah, I've got to drive them.
Well, I'll see you in the morning because you only start work at 3, so I'll see you in like the morning.
I'll see you in the morning. I'll see you.
Got to go into town and get some of Paul's birthday bits.
You want to go where?
But when you go to work? Yeah, well,
I've
we
got
can
to wrap his.
discuss in the morning, right?
I've got to wrap his presents.
Yeah. What are you getting me? Well, I asked my pal the other day, I says, what are you getting me? He's like, a whole load of nothing.
Really?
I was all building up to a whole load of something, do you know what I mean? But a whole load of nothing.
Paul's got me, he doesn't need any presents.
No, I don't want anything, honestly. Don't bother about the phone. I'll get a phone.
Paul, I'll just pick a phone then and get you.
No, I'll look for one.
No.
No, I'll
Because
look.
if you don't
Are you
pick
being
one,
stubborn?
No, I'll look.
I've
I will look for a
asked him
phone.
to pick a phone for his birthday. And
Phones are hard to pick.
I said to him, look, I says, if it's a lot more money, I'll buy it on Wednesday. When I get my big wage, I get 2 wages, I get weekly. Well, your mum's texted you back.
I think I best you told
Do
me.
you want a phone her? Just give her a phone. She's awake.
She just said okay.
Just phone her.
She just said okay. I think she's like that way in bed, like okay. Do you know what I mean?
One eye open.
If she wanted to phone, she would phone. Because she just replied okay. So
What did you write?
I just said I'm at yours. And she just said okay. She probably buzzed by the bed. And then,
Oh, your mum's dead nice. I love your mum. She's lovely.
no,
Your mum's lovely. See when she did that lovely spread for her there, that was there.
And Alan was hiding in the shed.
That was that. See that day he was hiding in the shed. That's not normal. I mean, if Paul's.
Oh, it's because my dad sometimes didn't let him come in the house.
I know, but see if he didn't like. See if my dad said to Paul, beat it. Paul wouldn't hide in the shed. He would go home. You don't stick about. You wouldn't stick about.
And hide outside.
No, he'd go home. Just go. You know, I'll catch you tomorrow or something. You know, that was hiding in a rabbit hutch isn't normal. That's weird behaviour.
Well, there's a lot of things that aren't normal.
Aye, that is weird. Weird behaviour.
Glad he's out the picture, to be honest with you.
Aye, because that isn't normal. Because I was like, what's he doing? That's weird.
I wish that everyone could see this, but
Mhm.
as I said, when this happened, the response I got from my friends, so-called, was like, oh, why aren't you at court? Oh, and I just responded being like, I'm going through a really difficult time. Basically, just piss off. Like, if you're not.
Yeah, if you've
support
had
me.
2 years.
And then
Uh-huh.
basically they're like, oh well, we've heard 2 sides of the story, and I was like, obviously you've heard 2 sides of the story. So I'm just
Alfie.
not gonna.
But if you've had 2 years.
And the judgment that I've received as if I have done something wrong. It's just disgusting.
The thing is, when you do go to
as
court.
if I have done something wrong.
What's going to
And then
happen?
even like these couple in church that I've known since I was like 17, but then they're related to him, and then the way that they were like they've been treating me since. She was basically like, oh, you're off this Sunday school, blah 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 blah.
Can you not
and
go
you're
to a
dancing.
go to a different church?
Yeah, well, I'm looking for a different church,
Oh.
but I just find it disgusting, and it's like people don't see it. They just see the Alan that they see who makes up for it by being jokey, tries to be the funny person, and it's like that's not what I'm not lying.
Yeah, no.
They think that I'm lying and exaggerating. That
Just don't
they
get
can't-
it. Just
they
don't
can't
get
imagine
them
him
involved
doing
in it. I would say, I would find a different
It's just
church.
disappointing because it's like
Uh-huh.
people that were our mutual friends for all this time
Yeah, that's what they
were
say.
the only people
Mhm.
that I could rely on, because let's face it, I didn't get any other friends. The only friends I've had are mutual friends because they're the only people that I was able
But
to
it's
hang out with.
It was
And
the
then
same,
they see him, they're like,
and my mum and dad just.
I was never scared of Alan.
See, that's a good thing.
I was
special.
never scared of him because he wasn't like he was gonna. But then again, he did do something that surprised me when he punched me. But I was never scared of him. But he has this like
Yeah, but then you
that he's
Yeah, but you're
Twist.
older. See, I was only like 18 at the time, 17, 18. She's younger, and my mum and dad went round and told him to stay well away from me. And I was petrified. See, after they did that, I was sitting in the house. I was like this. I didn't know what he was going to do to me after that she'd done that. And luckily,
he didn't
you know, I kind of took a clean break. My mum and dad knew about it, and I had my protection because, like, I don't think you've met my parents. My parents are like really quite kind of strong, united, and supportive to me. They're really, really good. So like I could have once I'd spoken to them, they would protect me at the end of the earth. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's how I got away from that. And then I kind of took no well with it.
But you obviously could see what it was. Whereas when I was in it, the violence only happened when I tried to break up. So I couldn't see. I was kind of. It was more control and.
Yeah, because I can remember
suppression, the meanness and the violence and the meanness all happened when I decided actually I'm going to leave.
Well, I remember the first time David hit me, right? And I was so shocked that he'd hit me. And I remember him saying to me, well, I can't promise I'm not going to hit you again because you wound me up.
That's a terrible thing to say.
And I thought to myself, hang on a minute, that can't be right. And I thought,
That's his problem,
yeah,
that's not your problem.
so they put it all onto you, and that's just natural abusive behaviour.
What is he doing destroying that thing, Kit Kat?
Oh, that's the best boy there you've got.
Oh, you look like Felix from the advert.
Yeah,
Yeah, is this Felix?
You know.
I never thought about it that way. So what happened that day then?
Bumhole.
Let's
Butthole.
show you his bumhole.
Oh gosh,
So what happened then?
I just learned a lot. So.
What happened? Why did he do that to you?
I don't know, because like when we were good, he'd be like the sweetest, nicest person ever. Like for like months, the sweetest, nicest person.
I know, I remember.
But then I think that you can tell how deep someone's love really is if you're breaking up. If you still love someone but they broke up with you, you'd be hurt. But you wouldn't want to destroy that person. You might say a few things, but you wouldn't go to the extent of destroying that person because you, at the end of the day, you still have love for that person. If you can do these things and...
Well, I have to admit, I've split up with... I've had a few boyfriends since the first one, the horrible one. And I've split up with every single one of them. I've told them every single one of them.
Will that be a warning for you, Paul?
Aye, it's
Yeah.
me, next in the...
Next in the hit list.
Yes,
Next
split
to
up
that
with
list.
If
every
you be a
single
good boy,
one of
you'll
them.
be fine.
I'm always a good boy. I was going to say, so why did, so what did you just said, we were dumped, and then you just went like that?
No, that's not how it happened. Actually, it's a lot more complicated than that.
Oh, was it a heat thing? Was it like a
We
heat?
came back from London, we were on a megabus the whole day, gosh. We got back, basically his birthday present for me was a holiday to Tunisia. So we were supposed to be flying out to Tunisia the next morning.
He bought you that.
Yeah. And then...
Oh, hint, hint, Paul.
That was his birthday present for you?
Yeah.
Hint,
And then
hint.
he punched you? That was what he gave
Hint,
you?
hint, Paul. I wouldn't mind a holiday to Tunisia for my birthday.
So what I'm saying is that
You
he
what?
did have good points, and when he was loving and felt secure, he did have abusive streaks too, but he did feel loving and whatever, and he did save up for half a year to pay for this accommodation because it was like all inclusive. So there were good points there, which obviously he did have like these whatever, but then at the same time there's these bad stuff. So we were
Bad stuff, aye.
like, okay.
So you were on the bus, the mega bus.
Yeah, then we got back, and then basically in London there had been some challenges, shall we say, where, I don't know, it was just getting a bit, just this controlling behaviour where it's like, I just felt controlled, And then I just told him that I felt like I was stuck in a box and I can't live my life and stuff. And then I was saying that unless he changes, I'm going to leave. And then he knew that he was controlling, so he already agreed when he comes back from Tunisia, he's going to get therapy, he's going to try and do this because he's got this tendency to control, because he feels like if he doesn't control, I'm going to run away and I'm not going to understand his point of view, and he wants me to get it. But sometimes I did get it, but I still wanted to, I wanted to leave the room, I wanted to go to the toilet, I wanted to get a drink, I wanted to whatever, but yeah.
You want a drink?
No thanks.
Orange juice?
So,
Hold on, you were saying before we go up to the toilet. I'm going to go up to the toilet, I'm going to miss it.
Well, you might as well go to the toilet, or it's not a short
Depends
story.
what you need,
Just
Paul.
tell
Is
us
it
what,
number
right?
1 or
I'm going to
2?
go.
Well, do you need to hear?
Aye, I'm going to mine. Sure am. I get a driving lesson at 12.
Oh, you're right. You got a driving license?
Yep, driving lesson at 12 o'clock.
Cool.
So, I guess bubble time.
Bobble time.
Do you want some pillows? I've got some. Oh, will you get some pillows out of bed?
You just told me, I've just walked down the stairs and you're telling me that now? Where's the pillows?
Up on the wardrobe.
Oh, there. Is there a blanket or something?
What have we got? Blanket, please.
I have my orange and then I'll go and get it.
What have we got? Blanket, please.
Don't know, what have we got blanket wise? I don't
This
know.
is just clean. I've just washed this.
Yeah, I was looking at that, trying to figure out if it was a jumper or a blanket.
No, it's a big warm blanket.
Well, why don't I use that?
Yeah, I've just
The
washed it.
The house isn't cold or anything.
No, I've just washed
Got
it.
heating.
Well, a cat like jump on me in the middle of the night and I might get
Probably.
afraid like, oh no,
No.
Alan's here.
No.
But it's just
No,
a cat.
it'll just be Jake or a cat. More than likely Jake, because the cats tend to come upstairs with us.
Alfie! Stop that. So, before I go to my bed, what were you saying?
I'll try and explain really quickly. What happened is we got back, blah 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 blah. We were meant to be going to Tunisia the day after, but then that night we were sitting watching tennis or something with his parents, talking about the bus we were gonna get. Something happened where I was like, "Why are you lying about something?" And then he was being controlling, and I didn't want to listen, and basically I flipped a bit, and then I pushed him back because I'd been putting up with so much crap, and I just couldn't hack it, and then basically I was trying to go to get my stuff, but he wasn't letting me go. It was just like everywhere wasn't letting me get go, and it was just the argument was getting more and more aggressive. And then I was trying to go round him, he wouldn't let me bypass him, so I pushed him, and then he pushed, like, to be like, move, like, he was keeping me prisoner hostage, and then he pushed me back, like, way harder, and then I fell and hit the side of the wall, and then I basically, oh no, what happened? I said something, like, get your hands off me or don't hit me. But then he, in a really manipulative way, was like, said really loud, don't hit me, LISANNA, don't lift your hands, to make it sound like, I don't know, like, he was doing it, but he was making it sound like it was me doing it or something. And then his parents are really strange, they hear arguing and they don't do nothing, because they think it's like normal. That's like, they just do nothing.
So what stage did he punch you?
Alright, well basically blah 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 blah. Then I managed to eventually, it was like fine, then go, whatever. So I was like, cool. I had so much stuff because I was meant to be, I just came back from London and I had my case for Tunisia that was at his house. And it's so sad I didn't get to go to Tunisia. I wish this had happened.
So did he lose all his money?
Yeah, it was like $1,000.
Did he lose all that?
Yeah, but I lost my holiday to Tunisia. I should have just went and like changed the name anyway. And then
You already punched it in. Just joking, okay.
So he saved up all that money and then he lost it.
He saved up for half a year and then lost it.
Oh boy.
No, honestly,
And then I
I'll
walked out,
take that.
and then I was walking with my stuff, and then he basically ran up to me, like, oh, I'm so sorry, just want to explain, I'll come back, I love you, and I want, and I was like, not interested. He went back, and he came back, and he was like, actually, no, I can't, I care too much, and blah, 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 and whatever knows happened, I said something about stay away. Before you knew it, I was hit, I fell to the ground, on
He loves you,
concrete.
and then he goes like that before you go.
I felt
the stone.
Honestly,
Honestly, how did you?
I was actually terrified. I felt the stone hit my spine and then hit my jaw, and then he just started punching me. And
What?
I remember thinking I'm gonna die. I remember thinking I was actually didn't think he was capable of this, and I remember thinking what's gonna happen, and then I couldn't. My jaw was like jammed. And I started screaming. I just started screaming at the top of my lungs. I was like, I need help. And then these two guys walked past, and then like complete neds. And I was like, you need to help me. You need to help me. And they just didn't. They just walked away. And I was like, great. I'm still stuck with this maniac. And then I was saying to him, I was like, I can't shut my jaw. I think it's actually still a bit sore. I was like, I think it's dislocated. I need you to. I can't shut my jaw. Phone an ambulance. Help. Phone. And then he just was walking away, and then he turned around and said something like, no, you're not mine anymore. There's nothing to do with me. It's not my problem. And I was like, please, I'm in pain. And I just couldn't believe it. I had no emotion. And then I was scrambling to get my phone. He came over, grabbed it, and then he said something like, I pay for that, that's my phone. I was looking for help.
No, don't start me, right?
So that's pretty bad, isn't it?
It's bad.
And then I had to run to his house to quickly dial 999, and then...
Is it your hospital?
And then I had to call these friends, but they were the ones that ended up not believing why. They were like, oh, why did you call us? Why did this?
It's like Camden, right?
So that's
Put that one in.
Alright.
Yeah, that pillow thoughts there.
That's basically what happens. So it's pretty messed up to be honest. It's not normal, is it? Yeah. I just wrong, but you don't need someone to help.
No, I was only joking when I says that the one he punched he's lost his grand. No, but I wouldn't condone that. No, no chance.
What's his problem now?
Jake's?
Jake's. See, that dog's got as
Domestic.
much problems as the Alan.
I think Alan's a sociopath.
Maybe he's going to come after you for the rest of your life.
Sounds like it. Sociopaths are. They tend to behave like that, yeah.
Probably come after you the rest of your life.
Do you think so? No, he is a sociopath, but he does have emotion.
Sociopaths.
They don't have emotion.
It's been ages since I've
Do
studied
you think
that.
he's a psychopath?
Psychopaths.
Well, I don't know, that might be pushing it a bit
Maybe
far.
he's just
We'll
on
get
the
that
wrong
pillow
path.
called
Okay.
Tommy.
Really bad here. Whatever that means, it's not.
Did you get the right one?
Yeah, it just keeps saying authenticated.
You sure you get the right one?
Have you got Wi-Fi on that?
No. It's not on that.
That's on iPad,
Yeah, but I've not got the right thing. I've got 3G.
It keeps saying authenticating.
Wireless.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to connect to.
But you try the admin password one.
Yeah.
It should come up. They definitely work.
Unable to connect.
You even got the right password in there.
Well, I
Yeah.
did put in the right one.
You put in the add
So it's
wireless key. Put that one in.
Oh no, I typed an admin password.
No. That wireless key. Hey! Stop that! Stop that! Stop that!
They're starting to spray in the wallpaper.
Oh, hate the cats. Hate them. Right.
They're cute though.
Stop that!
I don't know why it's not coming up anymore.
Well, it's that wireless key.
Oh, here it is. It's the Hub 5XSQ.
Hey!
Oopsies. So password is 99A 332
Stop that, Alfie! Stop it!